last opportunity for season 99 because a lot of these athletes, of course, this is just a pit stop in the long road that is life. And we're very excited to see where they're going to end up in the future. But right now they are here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City as Sean O'Malley starts things off with a three-point bomb.
And if there is somebody who wants to shoot the ghosts out of his barrel, it's Sean O'Malley. He had a forgettable second game against San Beda in Araneta Coliseum. He was 0 for 8, 0 for 9, but he didn't even register a single point in that ball game. So magandang pangitain yan for Sean to make a 3 to open up the game.
Guadagna. Also, still 2 more years of eligibility for him as we see Miggy Corteza playing as if Benilde is still in the running for the finals.
No, he doesn't care. He plays hard every time, and that's one thing that pro scouts will appreciate for Miggy Corteza. Combo forward, can run the floor well, and he plays hard every time.
Exactly. As we see the ball end up in the hands of Montaño. Montaño creating space. Good defense by Corteza standing his ground. Here's Naive looking for Michael Mara. Mara cannot convert. Whistle was blown as we take a look at this first basket in this first ever battle for third. And Miggy Corteza answering on the other end with a fast break lay-in. I was talking to Chairman Paul Supan last night and just asking him just to confirm, is this the first ever battle for third in NCAA history? Sabi niya sa akin, it is the first ever battle for third in NCAA history. I mean, I was asking you this also the other day. As long as you and I have been here in the NCAA, it's never happened.
Never happened. I've been with the NCAA since season 79 as a player, as a coach, and part of the broadcast team. Ngayon ko lang nakita to as we see a transition basket here by Vince Cunanan. Very quick on that inbound finish para dito kay Vince.
Sir Paul was also telling me that, you know, this is part of the innovation of the NCAA. And also to give the fans who are here today a chance to see the graduating players and the other players one last time.
Yan talaga yung showcase to show that try out mo for the next phase. Kasi ito yung mga games, Anton, you're out of the running, you're just playing for pride. Ito yung mga dapat tinitignan ng coaches. How do you act when the chips are down and you still need to play?
Carlos stepping back, fade away. Prince Carlos gets on the board. O'Malley giving it to Barba. Barba to Big Sean. Throwing up another 3, does not work. Corteza with the board. Carlos accelerates, spins. Carlos binigay dito kay Michael Mara. Mara nabitawan ang bola pero mananatili sa Benilde. There's that nice find by Corteza. The veteran and graduating point guard Prince Carlos. Michael Mara. 6 on the shot clock. Mara in the paint. Runs out of space. Cunanan tumatakbo. Finds Guadagna. Guadagna titira. Guadagna missing. And the ball goes back the other way to the Blazers. Let's get this report right now on the Benilde side with Dizelle Nieves.
Anton and Coach Hammer, hindi pa tapos ang laban para sa Benilde Blazers. Pero mixed emotions ang naramdaman ng koponan upon hearing the news of this new build system by the NCAA. But despite breaking from tradition, Coach Charles Chu embraces the challenge and says that it's a must-win battle for the team. And among the players, 5 will be playing their final game in a CSB jersey, namely Rovi Naive, Prince Carlos, Miggy Corteza, Felipe Marasigan, and last season's MVP, Will Gozum. Also adding up to the confirmed graduating roster are Chris Flores and Miguel Oxon, who will not be suiting up for this final game. Also, Tane Davis will not be joining the playing roster due to personal reasons. So passing on the torch, let's see who will step up as the new heroes for the Blazers. Back to you, Anton and Coach Hammer.
Maraming salamat, Lizelle. Lizelle reminding us and running down the players who will be graduating. And, of course, the big name that I want to see still play here is Will Gozum, still on the bench. Yan ang inaabangan natin. Diana Igual will report now on the LPU side. Diana?
Anton and Coach Hammer, the LPU Pirates are finding themselves in an unfamiliar situation with their morale bruised after falling short of the finals. But despite this obvious disappointment, the team is still determined to salvage pride against another tough team in this first ever battle for third place dito sa ating NCAA. While we will not be seeing action from graduating team captain Enoch Valdez, JM Bravo is currently injured and Oman Amandaco is dealing with a slight fever today. For Coach Gilbert Malabanan, hindi nila sasayangin ang oportunidad na ito, but rather they are here to still play their game and end the season on a high note. Magbabalik ang NCAA Season 99.
And there he is, Will Gozum, but still not fielded in. Having a moment there with Miguel Oxon. Best of luck to Miguel, who is taking his talents to Korea.
Well, given an opportunity, why not? Diba?
And I think Miguel will blend in Korea. He's already got the Korea novela look.
Well, they don't care how he looks. They would only care how he plays. And we want his contract to come into fruition for a long time, not for a short time.
And all the best to Miguel Oxon.
You can bring all the riz and the drip, but if you can't make your shots, you're going back. Ganun na kasimple yan.
Montaño. Guadagna. And Carlos comes up with the board. Carlos to Marasigan.
Travel.
Marasigan, a one-and-done player, Felipe Marasigan.
And somebody who didn't really get his season going. Kasi nung off-season, Felipe was playing a huge role sa kanilang rotations.
There's that shot by Maclod Guadagna that he has been known for, designated shooter for the LPU Pirates. O'Malley, back to Maclod. Maclod on the move. Guadagna draws a foul.
One thing that I want to see from Maclod moving forward with his NCAA career, as you see him going head down and attacking the defense of Mickey Corteza, is being a better percentage player dun sa mga pin downs. Kasi meron siyang tira na mid-range. He tends to settle on taking those long threes and off kick outs. Pero magaling kasi siyang gumamit ng screens. He's been a streaky shooter, to say the least, the past few years, but shot maker. So, if he can work in the off-season with getting in balance and taking shots in his sweet spots, mas magiging madali yung laro para sa kanya instead of taking a lot of contested, low-percentage shots.
Yeah, there are a lot of times that he does come off the screens and then catch-and-shoot situation. So, what you just explained is next-level stuff
yun na
for
dapat
Mac.
Yun na dapat kasi. Alam mo yung mold niya, if you look at him, parang, alam mo yun, yung game niya should be a lot like JJ Redick. Diba? Moving off pin downs as we see this fouls. Kasi ako, I'm a fan of players who move without the ball and use the screens well na nagiging advantage para sa kanila. And he has that ability.
Montaño finishing on the fast break, and it is now a 16-7 lead. Coach Charles Dew rings the alarm. Miguel Oxon set to take his talents to Korea. And we wish him the best of luck.
I think he'll definitely fight for his spot. Yun naman ang hindi natin kino-question when it comes to Mix Oxon. Yung commitment niya to work and put in the work.
I mean, I've covered the kid since high school, and then even in his previous school, prior to him coming to Benilde, he actually still had another year of eligibility. He could have played in season 100, but of course, when opportunity knocks, sometimes you gotta answer.
Yeah, you gotta take the bag. Most of the time. I mean, we gotta call it as it is, Anton. If you exhausted everything that you can out of an opportunity and then a bigger opportunity comes, kailangan you weigh mahirap din kasi yan eh. Lalo na, parang job's not finished for them eh. But this guy will be back next season.
Mark Sanko finishing with the left hand.
Dito ako excited para kay Mark Sanko dahil mas may expand yung role niya next season. Nakikita natin yung versatility niya since season 98. 98 na offensive rebounder, outside shooter.
It's his ability also to put the ball on the floor and be a big man who can bring it down.
Saka nakakadepensa.
Is what makes him an asset also to this team.
Yep.
A fighter on the court, pero pag in-interview mo,
napakabait,
very
soft-spoken.
So we're kind of getting a preview of, you know, well, not really, because of course there are going to be a lot of new faces.
Yep. Tony
on the Benilde side next season.
Justin Sanchez.
I mean, these guys are going to be the holdovers. Expected holdovers.
Hindi ka mag-expect ng kahit sino mag-holdover. One thing that I've learned, Anton, playing through teams na maraming recruits, bakbakan kayo para sa slot. You might be part of the rotation one season, next season, somebody might take your job. So you gotta keep on working.
Especially for a program like Benilde.
Oo, sobrang loaded sila ng mga
whose recruitment has really increased.
Ordonio,
in terms of aggressiveness. So I'm excited for
Cometa,
Ordonio also because you know, I watched his dad when he was playing here in the pros.
A totally different player. Two totally different players, the kids and the dad. I've seen him in some of the leagues that we watched.
Yeah, but you know,
Jacob
Cortez is also a totally different player, but you know, it's in the genes and the excitement is there. And when you carry a familiar name, it brings a lot of excitement and expectations as well.
Totoo yan. Di naman pwedeng magaling mag-English, malakas kumain. Di naman pwedeng ganun. Kailangan matiin talaga, pero malalim din talaga yung mga recruits ng St. Benilde next season. Kaya aantabayanan din natin how they would gel kasi mabigat din yan eh. Yung the way that you gel as a team. Good steal. Bear Siaga opening up that driving lane.
That's what I was saying about Mark Sanko. The ability to put the ball on the floor even before crossing the half-court line. Villegas. Montaño. Shot doesn't drop. Kahukom with the board.
Ito ang importante na ma-develop si Josh Kahukom. Kasi among all the players, siya lang yung talagang guard na matitira. So malamang sila ni Gabby Cometa ang magpapalitan and I think they have another recruit coming in. I forgot his name.
Villegas. Yeah, that's actually one of the questions in my head. Who would be the new point guard of the Blazers next season?
Recruit coming from St. Clair, if I'm not mistaken.
Marcos finishing off the glass. Like John Ordonio, he was a big point guard back in the day.
6'1". 6'1" point guard.
Montaño missing. Jarque. No look pass. Arsiaga misses at the rim. This is probably one of the longest stretches of court time that we've seen Jarque play this season.
He's minutes niya up and down. Ito yung layup kanina ni Mark Sanko in transition.
2 free throws for Jess Arsiaga.
So kanina, lumamang na ng malaki itong LPU. Now it's down to just 1.
Habol. Ganyan na rin ba kaiksi yung shorts na pinaglalaro mo ngayon?
Na mid.
Mid?
It's Benilde talaga eh, na nagpauso niya shorts na yan. Especially Will Gozum.
Maiksing-maiksi na shorts. Nakakatulong din yan eh, para hindi ka angat ng laylayan ng shorts mo pag lumalateral ka.
Under goal stab. We hear the applause from the LPU faithful who are here early in the morning just to show the appreciation for these young athletes.
Itong si Versosa, maganda rin yung spot minutes na nilalaro niya. Always energetic, providing offensive rebounding at saka toughness. Kahit undersized, he's definitely undersized as a 4 and 5. Pero laban eh. Yun lang. Turnover. Ito rin, si Mako, ang daming players ng Benilde, Anton, na hindi nag-click this season despite having the tools. Ito si Makoy Marcos, who started the season with an injury rin kasi. He was the big part ng run nila in season 98. Move forward eh. Play 2-3-4, nakapagkaba ng bola, nakakashoot sa labas, nakaka-rebound. Saka marunong dumipensa.
One of my biggest takeaways from this season as we see this foul right here on Arsiaga. We started it saying that Benilde is the favorite. You said it's Benilde and everybody else. It takes more than a talented and complete roster to win a championship. Sometimes things also have to go your way. Luck also is involved in that. Obviously, it was not a good situation when Chris Flores was out for the season in the first round.
Malaking bagay yun kasi si Flores din.
He was a shooter.
Tsaka defensive player nila yan eh. Usually, ang job ni Chris Flores is dumepensa ng mga point of attack. Number 1 scorers, can defend wings and can defend guards kasi si Chris Flores na malaki.
And he was also knocking down a lot of threes early on for Benilde.
Tsaka provides a lot of toughness for that team. Underrated facet ng laro niya.
Peñafiel. Aviles can't connect. Kahukom on the move. Kahukom with the finish.
Magandang makita ulit yun ito na. Ito yung value ng Arsiaga. Tinatanong ko na ito kay Charles beforehand eh. Second time, tingnan mo, the way that he runs the floor, he seals the help side guy, provides enough leverage kay Kahukom. Ayun, nakita mo sumisenyas na siya eh. Pababa pa lang siya dun sa rim run niya. Sumisenyas siya na umatake ka on the left side. I mean, they get an end one. Yun yung mga little things, winning plays, that would help your team moving forward. Very heads-up player itong si Arsiaga.
Kahukom misses the free throw. LPU still has time. Versosa to Villegas at the buzzer. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. The Benilde Blazers and the LPU Pirates going at it early in the morning here at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for the first ever NCAA men's basketball battle for third.